Hey guys, long time no see or no videos. Um, I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's been going on and how everything's been going. Um, well, I've had this ZX6R here since it was brand new, a little over 3 years ago, and I'm about to hit 22,000 miles with it. And absolutely love the bike. But as you can imagine, all good things must come to an end at some point. And I have decided to finally upgrade to a leader bike. Um, I wish this was a bit of a happier note, but I have absolutely fell in love with this bike, and I'm gonna miss it a lot. I've talked to a couple of different places, a couple different dealerships about trying to sell it or trade it in, and a lot of places won't even consider taking it because if a super sport bike over 10,000 miles, they're just not interested, because unfortunately the stereotype is true because of the percentage of which it affects. Super sport riders typically don't maintain their machine very well and usually destroy it in the process. And unfortunately, there is a reason you never see machines like this for sale with 30,000 miles on them. They just don't seem to make it that long. So unfortunately, the dilemma for me at this point is that I don't know if I want to continue making videos at all, or I just want to delete the channel, let it go. I mean, I guess it's not like I have viewers to begin with, but I genuinely did enjoy making videos about how to perform certain mechanical things and help people do some DIY mechanical stuff. And that was nice, but the moment I started doing reviews and everything else, it just kind of like became way too opinionated, and it just seems like everything got more difficult at that point. And I don't know, I started putting up a lot of video comparisons to cars and different odds and ends. I ultimately ended up selling my GoPro and any sort of like recording equipment I had because I just wasn't using it. Like, even if I wore it on a ride and recorded my whole trip, I mean, I was digging through like maybe 2 hours of video to come up with maybe 30 minutes, and I didn't have anything to talk about. The views weren't that great. People don't care about ride-alongs. And even then, I struggled beyond belief trying to figure out how the heck to get voice or audio to go over the video in any sort of meaningful way. Or what do you talk about? What do you even... And that really wasn't the whole point of putting all of this together anyways. It was supposed to be a how-to guide on mechanical stuff, and it was that pretty successfully for a while. And then I just started getting tons of comments related to my physical being, and yeah, that kind of stopped that. And don't get it twisted, I'm not talking about like body weight or anything like that. I just specifically am referencing people tend to hate my hands. So that was kind of my final straw on that. And that's probably weird to hear since I literally just put my hands in the video, and I'm more than happy to put my hands in the video right now, but like, it really is like if I was doing a video on the brake fluid and I was showing step by step a very hands-on tutorial of how to drain your brake fluid or flush it out and put the good stuff in and just everything you need to do and know to perform that sort of maintenance procedure, I'm more than happy to answer questions that people have about, well, how do you know when the front bleeder is tight versus not, or how do you know how far can you let your reservoir go down before you should add more, stuff like that. I'm all about it. I want to help people save money and learn and become self-sufficient with their own mechanics. That's what I'm all about. I love that stuff, but all the comments, you'll see the video's deleted now and you can't find it, but it was like more than half the comments were about my hands, and you know, it takes a handful of people, no pun intended, to ruin a good thing for everybody, I suppose, me included. Before I had these Michelin Road 6s, I had the Power 6s on there, and I would have loved to have done a review talking about those and the differences between the Road 6 and the Power 6. Or heck, I even have some Road Smart tires there from Dunlop that I'd love to get an opportunity to talk about and deal with. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel worth it anymore. And you know what kills me? What really kills me about the whole situation is that in the time that I started making these videos to the time now, I went from learning how to ride to trying out a bunch of different bikes to figuring out how to do everything myself. And I worked my way up through motorcycling and was so passionate about it and cared about it so much that I became a service manager at a motorcycle dealership because of how passionate I am about maintaining these incredible precision instruments that we ride on every day. And I love it. Every day I love it. And I have so much that I've learned and put together that could help people tremendously if they go to YouTube and are trying to figure it out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm the only person making videos about how to do your oil change, how to clean your chain, how to do your brake fluid. I am going to be like the thousandth of video about that topic. I'm already aware. But the fact that my video would include torque specs, tools that you need in advance, how like different tricks and tips and methods to achieve the same goals that others have done with very little effort in comparison, it really made it worth it. For the handful of people that would find those videos and reference them, sure, there were definitely people who were like, well, I'm going to watch this 8-minute video instead of this 30-minute video on it. By all means, you're more than welcome. But if you want to know everything about that process, you came to the 30-minute video, and I had such a good turnout on it. From going through the user manual to the torque specs to the differences between the different fluid choices and options when it came to filters. It was just so nice. And I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it. I'm really not. I'm going to put out a couple of videos, maybe. I know I'm going to do one video for sure in April of me doing the bike upgrade. I already ordered my next bike, and it is scheduled to be delivered in March or April, probably April. And I do plan on doing a video on that, but at that point, I don't know where I'm going to stand with all of this. And as far as the YouTube part itself, I don't do this for money. I don't ask for Patreon stuff. I don't ask for donations of any kind. I just enjoy teaching someone how to do something that they're motivated to learn, but don't have a direct person in their life to go to and ask for assistance. I wish you guys the best. I'm going to just stitch all these little clips together real quick, so the transitions are going to look like crap. I guess let me know what you think. All right, see you guys.